Welcome back to the Blue Podcast Network, everybody. This is the Purple Show, where we talk all about European football. I've got Dan. No, I haven't got Dan.
Oh my god, Dan's not here.
Bro, I just said it was going well.
Off.
I just said it was going
You
well.
threw me off again.
This would have been such a good start to the podcast, bro.
I've got Tom to my left. I got Jamie to my further left, and I've got Lloyd even further to the left.
Yeah,
No Dan this week because he's too busy getting his life together and fixing his apartment. Ooh.
He's got the plumber over.
Got the plumber over.
Little quotation mark.
Yeah, he's
You have little faith.
fixing his washing machine.
That was good.
Continue.
You ruin it when you go.
It's true.
So Serie A is getting a break this week.
Still repping it though.
Still repping it, yeah. So a little bit of love. But we're going to talk about our leagues. Has anyone got anything? Do you want to go first? Because you've got not much to talk about.
Sure. I know I'm doing Eredivisie, of course, but I'm gonna start with the Dutch Cup.
Yes.
Which Go Ahead Eagles won their first piece of silverware in 92 years.
No way.
And what a way to win. They were dominated for most of the game, to be fair, against AZ Alkmaar, who took the lead with a Troy Parrott penalty, which he actually had missed at first, but they deemed that the goalkeeper was off his line, retook it, scored.
Can I ask a question with this?
Yeah.
If the ball doesn't go like within the confines of the goal,
Yeah.
goes completely wide, but the keeper's off the line,
Retake it.
you still think retake
Still
it?
retake.
Really?
The rule is still retake.
I know, but I don't necessarily.
No, I don't
with
agree
that
as well
rule.
because you didn't even hit the target.
No.
So
If you hit the target, fine, fair enough.
yeah.
But if you
But
don't,
the thing is with this one, is the keeper saved it.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
different.
the thing.
Yeah, if the keeper was on his line, he might not have had the ability to save it, so it's a different one.
Yeah.
But
I
no,
get what you're saying,
to be
though,
fair,
though.
I disagree because it was a poor penalty. Like if you see it, it was hit straight at the keeper, like perfect height.
But
straight
you
at
never
him.
know.
Of course, but you know. And anyway, Go Ahead Eagles left it late, 99th minute penalty to take it to extra
So only
time.
penalties.
Yeah, both penalties.
Yeah.
To take it to extra time, where it went to penalties, and Go Ahead Eagles won 4-2.
Damn.
So their first piece of silverware in 92 years.
Anything can happen if you can get it to pens. Anything can
And
happen.
they are now in Europe, which is actually really
What
impressive
league
for them.
position are they in the league?
I'm looking now. They're definitely not. They're seventh. So they were in. They weren't in a European place, but because of this, they're now in Europe. They're in the Europa
Damn.
League.
Because in England, FA Cup gets you Europa,
Yeah.
League Cup gets you Conference.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here you have Dutch Cup is Europa, and I think it's a league position would be Conference because we don't have another cup.
Yeah.
Going into the league, Almere did lose again. Which,
Shock.
Yeah,
Surprise.
They're
Really bad.
They're relegated.
They're really bad.
They're relegated.
Is it mathematically decided?
They could still stay up, but no. No, with only 3 games to go, there's a 10-point gap. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
down.
gone. They lost 2-1 away at Heerenveen, so Van Persie's old club. Getting the win. Heerenveen were down to 10 men for the majority of the game. They got a red card in 5 minutes and went 1-0 down and still won.
Indeed.
But we'll head on to the biggest game, which saw Utrecht beat Ajax 4-0
Oh dear.
with an XG of 0.9
You suck.
and 30% possession.
How unfortunate.
They had 30% possession and a 0.9 XG
Yeah,
and won
crazy.
4-0.
It was all
That
going
is
so well.
quite unpredictable.
Don't get
That
nervous,
is-
but a little bit shaky.
I'll be honest with you, it was just incredible for Utrecht.
You're going to out Tottenham.
No, because Tottenham were never even in this position in the first place, so I don't want to hear it.
I mean, yeah, no, they weren't.
The only year they were was Leicester who did it. So
They weren't even
But-
top.
exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to that game. To be fair with you, they were just incredible. Utrecht took their chances, created more. Well, yeah, to a certain extent. But as I said, they were clinical because 0.9 XG and winning 4-0 is crazy.
How does that
And
affect their season?
Well, before I go on to that, it was down to Sebastian Haller, of course, ex-Ajax. Then went through everything he went through in terms of leaving, then had the cancer. And it's honestly, as much as I don't like Utrecht as a team, it's great to see him back because, of course, he came through their academy. And seeing him playing well, he's come back, he's their leading goal scorer. He was incredible in this game, to be fair with you. Played 80 minutes, scored the opener. He was great, honestly. And that leaves Utrecht in 4th on the same points as Feyenoord in 3rd.
Oh.
So they're really pushing. They're along. To be fair, they're not far off 2nd either. They're on 59. PSV in 2nd on 64.
Imagine
So they
PSV.
PSV could mathematically
PSV
drop down to 5th.
If PSV ended up being in 5th, that would be the
That'd be
biggest
crazy.
of biggest of upsets I have ever seen.
Well, that's the thing. So today we've got Groningen and Heracles, which isn't really anything. They're both kind of mid-table teams. Tomorrow, AZ Alkmaar and Breda. Once again, not much. But the biggest one is Twente and PSV Eindhoven. Because Twente could win that game easily. And PSV, of course, they won last week. But they haven't been great. And I think it's a big position, especially because Ajax have Sparta Rotterdam. So they're going to win that game. And
clip this, please.
No. they will
please.
trust me.
Something like my
That
clip a
would
couple
be
of weeks ago.
quite
Trust me, we're winning that game.
The one week where I said it and I got clipped up everywhere.
Yeah.
Typical.
So at the top of the table stay Ajax on 73. PSV are on 64, behind Feyenoord in 3rd. Bottom of the league, Almeida are down on 19. Waalwijk are down on 19. Haven't been any better. And Willem II are on 24 and in that playoff position.
Yeah.
And NAC Breda are on 31. So looking at it, it looks like there's probably not going to be... you're probably not going to see Willem II next season. I don't think they'll win the playoff because, of course, we've had last week was confirmed that Volendam have been returned into the Eredivisie. So we've got 1 club up, 2 clubs down, and we've got 2 more clubs to go.
Exciting.
Interesting times.
Exciting times. I'm going to go next, which I don't usually.
Look at his face. Disappointment.
He looked at you and went, nah.
Rude.
Trying to
Anyway.
stay on the phone the whole time, mate.
Oh dear. It's
Would
already
we
started.
keep the heckling till the end of the
Already
show?
started.
Please and thank you.
No.
No, the heckling started before the show. Come on.
This is the purple show.
If you
The heckling
were,
show.
if I could get you to cast your mind back to last week when we did a show,
We didn't do a show.
when we did a show, to the week before last when we did a show.
Played yourself.
I'm keeping my cool. I'm going to keep my cool.
Breathing exercises. We've worked on this.
Wait, have we?
You have, surely. You've needed to.
Never. I always like to let my anger just flourish.
You can tell because your face is red.
Bro, I've changed my hairstyle. I've still been like this the whole time. You see the afro, now you see the camera, and you're still like this the whole time.
So, if you cast your minds back 2 weeks, what we were talking about was whether or not Bayern could be caught by the chasing pack, which is headed up by Bayer Leverkusen, the team that could mathematically catch Bayern and potentially take the title and retain it this
Because
season.
this is the last trophy that they can win this season.
It is. So we are slightly hoping that Harry Kane goes another year without a trophy, because that would be
It
funny.
would be hilarious.
But I don't think it's going to happen because this week we took a massive step in the opposite direction. Bayern won their game very comfortably, 4-0 against FC Heidenheim.
It's not a shock, surely.
Not a shock.
As
Bottom of the
expected.
table. Heidenheim. Not bottom of the table anymore, sorry. I take that back because I remember last week, 2 weeks ago, they got out of the relegation zone. They are in the playoff, but still very much a relegation threatened team. And Bayern tore them apart. Kimmich, Kane, Koeman, all getting goals. Also Conrad Lima from right back, also getting a goal as well in a very solid 4-0 win. Leverkusen not so lucky. They face St. Pauli away from home.
Bit of a banana skin team sometimes.
Bit of a banana skin team, and it seems to have happened again because it was a 1-1 draw. Dropped points away from home, not good enough from the challengers.
Yeah, I did watch that game, and St. Pauli should have won it. They scored 2 goals that were disallowed in that game, and honestly were the better team.
Damn.
Chasing the lead, but they definitely looked the stronger of the two.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Kane's going to get his trophy.
Looks like at the moment Kane's
he
going to get
deserves
his
it, to be
trophy.
fair.
What's the point difference
Yeah, he
now then?
deserves it, to be
Currently,
fair.
it is 8 points with 4 games to go. So
He's got it.
it's pretty much it's done. It's going to be one in the next
Depends
couple
on
of
the
games.
run-in, though, no? Because
We've spoken about the run-in before. Bayern have got a reasonably okay one. There are a couple of games where they could lose points, but I still think the closest you get is like 2 points off.
You know what? I'm starting to realise I think my league's the most interesting at the moment.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Italy.
Anyway, let's talk about the Champions League places because it's becoming a bit interesting.
Okay.
Frankfurt, despite drawing with Augsburg this weekend, are pretty much safe on 52 points. They are the closest to Leverkusen and to Bayern Munich. But Leipzig spots up for grabs. So they currently sit on 49 points and in 4th place. And Dortmund managed to pick up a win this week. They won 3-2 against Mönchengladbach. All goals, apart from one, happened in the first half. So that was both an amazing 45 minutes and a really shocking 45 minutes. There you go. Yeah?
You tried
That's
so hard not to.
That was a bit too close to the edge.
Nearly
You know
caught
what I mean?
yourself out there.
Why do you think I'm speaking so
Slowly.
slowly
Honestly, I don't know.
and thingamajiggy?
I was wondering the same
And
thing.
thingy-majiggy.
I was wondering the same thing, to be honest.
So Dortmund now sit only 4 points off RB Leipzig in that spot. And they have games against Hoffenheim, Wolfsburg and Holstein Kiel to come, with their only tricky game coming away at Bayer Leverkusen.
I'd say all of those games are tricky.
Well, yeah, obviously.
For
But,
Dortmund.
For Dortmund, yeah. I would
but
say.
I would expect them
Wait,
to
where
win.
are Hoffenheim and Wolfsburg in the league?
So Hoffenheim sits currently 15th.
Okay.
And Wolfsburg are higher, but they are still in 12th. And Holstein Kiel
How
are
many points behind?
bottom.
They're only 6 points behind them.
So this
No,
could...
it's catchable,
Yeah. Like,
This
this
could
is
look
even
very
catchable.
different.
And you think of how poor a season Borussia Dortmund have had.
Yeah.
Like,
They
most
could
weeks Henry's
still-
come on here and been like, Dortmund lost again. I want to get rid of their manager now. Like,
I've loved every minute of it until now. So
But I will hold my hands up and say that Terzic has done a decent job. Where did he come in? It
There's
must have
actually
been...
a lot of greens.
There's a lot
There's a lot of wins.
Well,
I
he's
think
actually
Henry's
done
just a
better
moaning
than-
bastard.
maybe.
by
Yeah.
language.
I
not
can
you.
swear.
Yeah,
It's just you, buddy. Buddy boy.
he's trying. He's trying so hard.
So, Terzic came in. I'm just trying to find the exact game so I can be as accurate as possible.
Oh, dear.
We'll be here for about half an hour, guys.
Yeah.
I think
Tune
it was
in
this
about
one.
20 minutes.
So,
5 minutes later.
he came in at the start of February for the game against Stuttgart, and since then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses, 2 draws, and
bad.
10 or so with it. I'm not going to add them up because there's so
not-
many.
Why are you complaining
good,
so
yeah.
much?
That's very good.
It's better than Nuri Sahin.
I think
Yeah.
it's not an inspired choice for Kovac, if I'm being honest. I think this could be one of those things where he does a good job until the end of the season, then next season he goes back to being rubbish. But like I say, if he's able to win 3 of his next 4 games and Leipzig drop points, which is 100% possible, they lost points to Holstein Kiel this weekend, which again is incredibly poor. They've sacked their manager, and Marco Rose is gone, obviously, a couple of weeks ago. It's
Isn't that
possible.
who you wanted at Dortmund?
Marco Rose, he was at Dortment,
Yeah.
and then he got sacked. He
Yeah,
wasn't good
true,
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't good.
Well, apparently Glasner still might be going to.
Leipzig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Palace are just trying to hold off to the end of the season.
Yeah.
They're just trying
It's
to fight him off now.
Battle. With Leipzig have Frankfurt away, then they're at home to Bayern Munich, and then the final day they've got Stuttgart. So they've not exactly got
Yeah.
a fun
Frankfurt-
running.
Sorry, Leipzig are finished. They are
Did you see Xavi Simons' goal, though?
incredible.
Didn't he, like, run, like, half the pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a bad player.
Didn't they also lose? Was it? They lost basically every game in the Champions League as well. Like this season
Yeah.
has been shocking.
They've
from
had a
them.
really bad year. They're going to have a rebuild, and Glasner might be the man. They might want to go for somebody else. They might want to use their Red Bull connections. Klopp's got a bit of a job on his hands.
Real Madrid.
No, he's
Yeah.
not.
No, he isn't. It'll be Xavi
He
Alonso.
is
I think
not
he
going anywhere. He is staying at Red Bull.
He doesn't,
Yeah.
he doesn't
You
like
hope
it. He doesn't
you're
like it.
praying.
Though. He doesn't,
Well,
he
I
doesn't like
I
it.
just think, even with the Real Madrid fans, do you see, like, Mbappe obviously got suspended. The fans were all whistling him as he came out on the side of came out to watch the game. You think he's their top goal scorer this
Yeah, I
season?
know. The Real Madrid fans are... Yeah.
Question. Sorry, just on that quick note, did you see that they had like a poll or something for like who should be sold, and they had like Vinny at like 10% of people said that he should be sold. Like, but basically, like any good player, they were like should be sold. Vasquez was meant to be I think
Well,
for the
Lucas
fan
Vasquez
bases.
is-
We shall move on to La Liga very, very shortly.
Yeah.
But if I could just grab your attention for the last game I'm going to talk about,
Why
because this
are
is
you
quite
speaking
crazy.
like this
Yeah.
with your hands like
Because
He's trying so
It's a
hard.
circular
I'm
motion.
trying very hard to be proper and not vulgar with
He's
my
trying
language.
to speak eloquently.
It's the fact that you have to try this hard to not swear is
It's
mental.
crazy.
Yeah.
I am a very aggressive and passionate person.
Should we hear your
Passion.
customer service voice?
This is my customer service voice.
No, it's not.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yeah.
Here goes nothing.
I need some composure.
Look at the camera.
I'm just getting my composure.
I can't wait for this.
Hey everybody! Oh god, that's not it.
Oh!
No! It's not,
Under pressure.
Shush. You're through to Oxford City. Henry speaking. How can I help?
No way.
I can do a proper customer. I worked.
Do it
on
again.
customer
No,
service.
more. Give us more. Give us
Yeah.
more.
I'm happy to help you with that. Would you be able to provide me with those details? And I'm happy to look that up for you. Bear with me just one moment. I'm just going to double check that for you. I can do a customer service voice. I don't get what the whole big deal is about this.
That's amazing.
It just sounds so weird.
It sounds different.
I don't feel
Yeah.
confident.
It's not Henry.
If you get a phone call and Henry speaks to you like that, you wouldn't think it's Henry.
I'll
No.
be scared.
Yeah.
It's not like you're gonna try and murder me,
It's not
man.
Henry, that's Harry.
Anyway, let me quickly touch on the last game I want to touch on because it is crazy. My crazy game of the week is Union Berlin against Stuttgart. Obviously, we just mentioned they've got a game against Dortmund coming up. It was a 4-4 draw. All 8 goals happened in the first half with a 45th plus 1 minute winner from Stuttgart. And then,
Winner.
well, it would have been a winner until the 45th plus 6, so what was that, 51st minute? Equaliser from Union Berlin. And then nothing in the second half. Not a single goal.
Might as well
nothing.
turned off at half time.
Yeah.
If
Exactly.
you turn up at half time, you've missed the game of your life. You missed the game of your life.
I'll start watching the second half when it gets more interesting.
Which leaves both teams kind of stranded in mid-table. So that is the end of their season pretty much. Currently, we've got Holstein Kiel and Bochum fighting. It's going to be Bochum, Holstein Kiel and Heidenheim as the relegated teams. But currently, Heidenheim have that advantage despite the loss to Bayern Munich on 22 points, ahead of Bochum and ahead of Holstein Kiel. But I say, both teams, Bochum obviously lost to Werder Bremen, but Holstein Kiel are catching up with their draw against Leipzig. So it's all still to play for in the relegation places in the Bundesliga.
Didn't we say we were trying to shorten this part?
That's so true.
Well, don't ask me to do my customer
glad you
service
brought
voice
that
last time.
That was separate.
It was not
Yeah.
separate.
It was just a bit of comedy, wasn't it?
Anyway,
Yeah.
we've spoken about the
Clip it.
Eredivisie. We've spoken about the Bundesliga. We almost brought it up there with Mbappe. Shall we talk about La Liga, Lloyd?
Right, let's talk about it, because there was a couple of crazy games this weekend, starting off with Barcelona against Celta Vigo. 7 goals in that game. Ferran Torres put the hosts
Right.
1-0 up. Then a Borja Iglesias hat-trick for Celta Vigo
3-1,
made
bro.
it 3-1 to Celta Vigo.
Crazy.
Dani Olmo scored after a couple minutes afterwards. Raphinha scored, and then he scored a penalty in the dying minutes to make it all 3 points for Barcelona. Last night they played again and won.
Did you see that he poured water over the football? Raphinha,
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Before
really?
he took the penalty.
Superstition.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that
Interesting.
legal? Is that allowed?
I don't
He,
know.
he does it never.
Well,
Apparently. He took a penalty for Brazil 3 months ago. Did the same
Because
thing.
obviously in baseball and a lot of other sports with the kind of smaller balls, there's rules around what you can do to the ball, and obviously some people like to cheat and bring Vaseline or try and manipulate the ball and stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
'cause it's
pine
control.
tar for baseball and it's
Yeah.
sandpaper for cricket.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the cheating.
Whereas football.
So
there's
if you
not.
sandpaper one side of the cricket ball, it will spin,
Yeah.
curve more.
Ah.
And
Same
then
with
if
the
you use
baseball.
pine tar helps you grip it more.
It's the grip, so
So
you
they
can
can spin it.
Yeah, you can let go of it later.
Yeah.
So I think football is just kick the ball in
Yeah.
it. It's just pour water on
Yeah.
it just
A
because
very
you want to.
simple game, but also a better game in my opinion. Let's just leave that one there.
But yeah, Raphinha just keeps on stepping up for Barcelona all the time. He seems to be that guy.
Is it? I know we joke around and say this, or some of us do.
No.
Ballon d'Or,
Yeah,
Questionable, yeah, but
he's
no.
definitely
genuinely,
up there.
it's
Well, he's
seriously
in the
an
race, isn't he?
option.
Well, the thing is, it's massively based around the Champions League, isn't it? The Ballon d'Or, who wins it every single season.
Yeah.
If Barcelona do win it, it most likely will be him to get it.
But I
It
think
will be.
Usman Dembele for PSG.
If
they win it.
PSG win it, but then for Arsenal and Inter, it's a bit different.
But this
because I'm not
is
sure
this
who
is the
would
thing.
win it
What
out of
if?
those two teams?
Because I'm thinking, what if Barcelona get knocked out by Inter, PSG got knocked out by Arsenal? It's an Arsenal-Inter final.
Well,
I'd probably
and
kill
then-
myself.
But
Yeah,
then,
then who comes
it
into it?
opens the door up for people who have been eliminated earlier on in the competition as well,
Salah,
like Mohamed Salah.
Yeah.
Salah, yeah.
You know, that's the possibility because obviously Arsenal and Inter they've done.
Would you say Salah's fallen off a bit though?
I think goals and assists maybe in the past month, but again,
He's already broken the record.
he's still
hasn't he?
broken
Yeah.
the record.
Yeah.
We do also have to factor in the Club World Cup, which is coming later on in the summer. Make sure you subscribe for that because we will be covering it when we get around to it.
Shields.
I just think it's crazy that a player who was playing at Leeds a few years ago is now going
But
to be
he
up
was
for a Ballon d'Or.
always quite like
Yeah.
Leeds,
He was always too good for that
was
Leeds
well,
team.
he was
was.
well and away for me, in my opinion, their best player. He
I
was the star player. in
completely
that
agree
team.
with everything that
Kept them up
each of you are
one
saying.
season,
Exactly.
individually.
But it still feels crazy to me that he's been able to make this leap. Ballon d'Or is just another level. It's the first time in a long time that there's no like clear candidate or two candidates. We had Messi and Ronaldo for so long, and now it's like, oh, anyone can win it.
I think it's also because there's no national competition.
Yeah, it's true.
International
Yeah,
competition.
yeah.
That makes it a bit trickier.
There's no World Cup to base it off,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Euros to base
No.
it off. You kind of have to go with literally just what's the team doing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, 100%. Elsewhere in La Liga, Real Madrid beat Athletic Club by a goal to nil. Federico Valverde,
Unbelievable.
he only scores bangers. That man, I don't think I've ever seen him score a tap.
Was that the volley he
Oh,
scored?
it's
That was
just
inc-
ridiculous.
Have you seen the angle behind
Yeah,
him?
it
That
is an
so sweet.
unbelievable hit.
He is genuinely. I've said this before, but he's genuinely the best midfielder in the world, in my opinion.
He's 100%.
Really?
He's 100% in contention. 100% in contention. And for his position, he's up there. Like
Yeah.
for me, Pedri's been unbelievable this season for Barcelona.
He's come back to form.
He's
Yeah.
been ridiculous.
I just look at Valverde and I think he does everything that I want from a central midfielder perfectly, and I can't think of anybody who could step into that Real Madrid team in the same role and do better.
Well, he's been playing at right back a lot as well at the
Rice.
time too.
Rice, maybe.
Rice.
Depending on.
Well, best
Rice,
midfielder in the
maybe.
world.
Caicedo.
No, I'm saying.
No.
Oh, right.
I'm saying to step into that. What he just said in terms of stepping into that
okay,
position
okay.
and doing it the same. I think
Rice
maybe.
might be potentially, but I just
That's
think
what I
Valverde's
mean.
on another level.
I need to see. Yeah, we need to see him have an
It's-
unbelievable league
Yeah.
season. We see that from Pedri.
We
see
need
that
Real
from-
Madrid
from
to win some
Valverde.
stuff.
I want to see Declan
As
Rice
they haven't before.
take that next step and that next level because obviously the games against Real Madrid were unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
At least
I wanna
week
see-
in, week
I want to
out,
see
yeah.
it over a season because
Yeah.
you know those
But,
goals were
no,
stupid.
But also the fact that look, he didn't have the best of games against Arsenal, but Valverde was put a right back, and to be fair, didn't do much wrong. It was against a good side that, realistically, that whole of that Real Madrid side weren't good enough.
No.
But
Indeed.
the fact that he could just walk into that and just play right back, and as I said, he didn't play badly. It was just the team as a whole. But he played as an individual performance. He wasn't a bad right back at all.
No.
The fact that he could just do that and shift back into midfield is crazy.
Yeah.
I think Valverde did a good thing where he looked at Camavinga, he looked at Valverde, and looked at Tchouameni, and he went, let me try and give you some more experience by playing you out of position.
Yeah.
So Valverde played at right wing, Camavinga played at left back, Tchouameni played at centre back, and now you look at that team and you think, okay, I've got a centre mid who's comfortable on the left flank, I've got a centre mid who's comfortable on the right, and I've got a centre mid who's comfortable at dropping. That is a very well balanced midfield, and that's why I love it. It's very autistic of me, but it is very. I love the balance of that midfield three, and then you throw Bellingham in there, who's also played at striker. Everybody kind of fans out.
You're quite
and
fluent
covers each other.
team. You can kind of just work out what
Yeah.
you need to do.
Exactly.
But still not good enough. in my
But
opinion.
I think that's
No.
that's the reason why I say they lost to
Yeah.
Arsenal, because they were all just all over the place.
They were too disjointed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
In the league, I think it balances out a bit because you get a bit less of quality, for
I'm
example.
not just shitting on you.
But-
No, I was just watching Kai
just
take a photo of me
depends.
whilst I'm mid yawn.
He's got some bad pictures, you know.
Oh yeah,
some of
guys,
them-
if you would check it out our Instagram, we have got Kaya who is behind the camera,
Yeah.
taking photos of us over that one now, every week.
Yeah.
We post collages and stuff like
That's
that.
literally
So-
Behind
one
the
of-
scenes
That's literally one of me just going like
shots.
this.
That's a
I'm
good
like,
one.
what am I
It's a man
doing?
in thought.
No, but I was doing this. I was like, what am I
Oh, you just
doing?
grabbed
I was just
it.
grabbing my
Going
flipping-
soon.
Grabbing the
'cause-
Yeah. I was like,
Nice.
Well, we're
Little bit
going to be
choking
looking trim soon, aren't we? For
something.
yeah,
For something.
I've got a lot.
Yeah, I've
Stay tuned.
as you guys know, I've ditched the takeaway apps for the next few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
has
of them.
done.
A lot of them. Sorry, a lot of them.
It was 51
a
seconds.
minute video.
Oh my god, yeah, the message in the group chat. Crazy. 51 seconds of you deleting apps.
I
All
would,
food apps.
I would caveat that by saying I wasn't deleting apps for all 51 seconds. There was moments where I was just stood there going, I haven't
No,
missed
you
one.
weren't. You weren't. You were going through and scrolling, and
Right.
you knew exactly where each app was,
I
and
did
you
not.
went across
I did not.
to one.
Maybe it's just
No.
taking a couple of seconds to like just reminisce all the memories. You know? Oh, I remember getting this.
so
this,
sad.
This subway last year, or this KFC bucket a few years ago. It was so
Years ago,
nice.
it's crazy as well.
So funny.
I've never got it in the end, but the KFC recently have put out a deal where they have a bucket where it's just dipping bucket.
Really?
And I never got to try it before I gave them up.
Well,
Which I'm
that's
maybe,
so sad.
maybe you will one
Unlucky.
day. Maybe they'll bring it back.
Well,
KFC
if this makes
gravy.
you feel better, I'm going Wingstop tomorrow night.
Yeah, because your girlfriend's back for the first time in, 3 months?
6.
6 months.
Can you count?
Damn.
Sorry, but
Three
Just
times
no,
two.
it's just because the time's flown by, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah, anyway. If Lloyd's got nothing else, let's move on to the
No, he
I
has.
have.
Yeah.
Hang on. I got one or two more.
Chill.
Las Palmas beat Atletico Madrid by a goal to 0.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
93rd minute
Crazy.
winner from Javier Munoz.
Bro, these teams don't want to win the league.
No,
I'm telling you.
They don't wanna win.
Atletico they're now 13 points off Barcelona. Atletico do have a game in hand. They have,
La Liga
they
is
have
just
fell
one
off.
giant game of hot potato.
They have fell off completely. Las
That might
Palmas,
be a British thing.
the hot potato. Las Palmas are out the relegation zone now, and I've got one more game to go through. Girona against Real Betis. Real Betis won by 3-1. Girona's not won a game since the 3rd of February.
Oh my god.
They
Jesus.
are in genuine danger of being relegated.
Oh
they
my-
are
What a
3
sticky
points
situation they're
above
in.
the relegation zone where Deportivo Alaves are. So going from the Champions League to potentially being relegated in 1 year.
I forgot they were in the Champions League
Yeah,
this
it's a-
season.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because obviously they played Arsenal and Liverpool.
Yeah, I just clocked.
I think we need to we need to keep an eye on Girona because there are some stars there. I'm thinking the likes of Ana Martins.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Manu Gutierrez at left back.
Good pronunciation.
Wait.
my boy.
Let's try it.
Abel Ruiz, who was
And they've
obviously
got
previously
Arthur, who
of
played 12
Braga.
minutes for us.
Artur.
Artur, sorry.
Yeah.
There is another man in there. Yangel Herrera has always had good numbers defensively in midfield. Is a good pickup
Don't
for a
forget
mid-table
They had
side.
Savino last season. He
Savino,
cooked for them.
but Savino's gone now. He's gone to
That's-
City,
that's-
And they
What
had
I just said
Dovbyk.
last
Yeah,
season.
they had Dovbyk.
and they saw no money of
Yeah,
that.
Dovbyk as well.
I mean, Sigankov has got 2 goals this season. I mean, that's not.
It's not
but
good
last
enough.
season he was great.
He was good. He was
last
good
season,
last year.
Sankov was
But
great.
he has got quality, so if you pick him up as a mid-table La Liga
Yeah.
side, you're going to get good
Yeah.
good numbers out of
Yeah.
him.
And also, Anthony scored another goal.
Come on.
So, another goal for that man. His 3rd goal in 11 La Liga matches. He's back. He's
Man of the
back
match
on form.
performance. My goat.
Yeah, I mean, Isco got a goal and an assist to maybe man of the match. Went to him. But
My fidget spinner.
Anthony with another goal.
Yes, sir.
It's my
Mate,
fidget spinner.
Marcus
Come on.
Rashford's balling out as well.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony.
It's just a
McTominay.
This is
It's just a Man United thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a good thing. They're going to raise their values and make us more money, and then we're
Well,
going to
no,
be able to
McTominay doesn't play
reinvest
for you.
that money into players who are actually good at football.
McTominay
Well,
doesn't,
also
doesn't play for
Rashford
you.
has a set fee of 40 million.
Then that's good. That's good.
Well, clearly they're good at football because they're
Yeah.
doing well elsewhere.
Yeah.
Bro, if they get Rashford 40 million, he balls out. Worth
Absolutely. They've already made their money back in the
It.
season.
Yeah.
Well, Villa might not get him. There's
He's not
been a
going to
lot.
argue it.
There's been a lot of
It's an
rumours.
obligation.
It's not an obligation. It is an option.
Alright.
And currently, we don't know if they are going to trigger that option.
They will, though.
They
They're
should do, but
It's
they
the
might
same
not.
with
He's playing more than Ollie Watkins.
If not,
at
I
this
have
rate.
seen links to Barcelona recently with a little bit. I think it's close to 60. So I
He
will
wouldn't
see
stay-
what
he wouldn't
happens.
start.
He wouldn't play.
No.
He's not getting in over Raphinha, Yamal, or Lewandowski. He'd be a squad player.
Oh,
He would be a squad player, but I see Lewandowski's minutes dropping due to age and injury. I think you
yeah, I
rotate
mean
through.
he's been.
You
in
don't
and
drop
out,
your
but he's
Mal,
still
but
been unreal.
yeah, I think the spot if you went
It's
to
a backup
Barcelona, the
striker,
spot would be
maybe.
backup striker. Who would be
Backup
the one.
Raphinha as well.
And backup
yeah,
Raphinha,
mate.
yeah.
And any of that
Rotate
front
between
three.
the left and the front.
Any of that
I don't
front
see him
three.
playing on the right. He's never been able to play competently on the right.
He could do though.
He could do, but I don't. He's better attacking that half space on his,
That's what
on his
Ferran
right
Torres is
foot.
for.
Well, this
Yeah.
is this is the thing.
But they could move. I think he's a
Put
better
it
player than
across into
Ferran Torres. You
Lewandowski.
could move him on for between
Then again,
30 and 40.
yeah, but then again, you miss out on that homegrown player.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
True.
Don't forget
but they have plenty. They've got. Think about how many members of that squad are homegrown.
Yeah, but
players.
don't forget
Yeah.
the Spanish league registration stuff is a bit more complicated in terms of you can only have a specific.
But if you look at their starters, you're thinking, depending on who starts, you've got Peña as a potential goalkeeper who's homegrown.
Yeah, he's
you've
now
got
first choice goalkeeper.
Kubasi at centre back. You've got Alejandro Balde. You've got Fort at right back. You've got who's the midfielder? They've got a DM currently.
Pedro.
no, a defensive midfield. They've got a
Casado.
couple. Casado. You've got
Baldy,
Pedri.
Baldy,
You've got Yamal.
Baldy.
You've got Dani Olmo. You've got Fermin Lopez.
That's not what I was talking about, though. I was talking about non-EU players. And
Also,
don't
you
forget
don't have to list
Rashford.
them all off, mate.
Well,
It's
also-
really
I'm
shit
I'm
content.
But also the non-EU players, Rashford counts as a
Trying to make
non-EU
them
player.
sad.
How many slots have they got, and how many
I
have they
think
filled?
in La Liga it's 4 or 5.
And how many have they filled so far?
I think at the moment they might have filled all of them. At
Let's
the
calculate
moment.
it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
We're not
I
going to
think-
go through it, but I'm pretty sure he
I
would
think
count to
the
it.
strongest
so-
links have been to Barcelona. If they doesn't say it Villa, but we'll see what happens.
I've not seen that anywhere.
It's been all over Twitter.
Wow.
Okay.
Nah, okay.
We'll see what happens.
Guy from the local news. Rashford to Barcelona.
Here we
Confirmed!
Here we go.
Senor Simon Jordan's all over
Here we
it.
land.
Anyway, let's move on to our players of the week. Have we all got someone decent
Portugal?
for
Bro,
goalkeeper?
you fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, I just don't want to talk about yours, Lee.
Cool. Well, go fuck yourself. Sorry for swearing.
How rude of you?
So-
what vulgar language
For
you're
context, I'm going to have to speak about last week because we didn't speak about it.
Wait.
Because there was a few big games.
Oh,
Sporting played Braga.
right.
Porto played Benfica.
Wow.
Boavista played Rio Ave. And Estrela played Nacional. So,
using? Estrella.
it's not got 2 L's.
He said it fine. Jesus.
It's not the beer.
So, Benfica won 4-1 against Porto.
Porto have been spanked by everyone now.
What has happened
And
to them?
Braga drew 1-1 at Sporting.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Boavista won 2-0
Oh my lord!
for the first time probably in a year.
Yeah.
Who scored for them?
I can't remember.
I'm just
It's
thinking-
it's not about this week. I'm just we need to remember
Yeah.
these results.
Okay.
And Estrela beat Nacional 1-0 away from home.
Right.
That was last week's. Now, this is where it gets interesting, especially at the bottom of the table. So, Ferenc were at home against Boavista. And Boavista went back-to-back wins.
What is going on with them?
First time in a year and a half.
1-0 win.
Is it a change of
Van
manager
Hinkle
potentially?
masterclass.
And they jumped from bottom spot.
Why?
Whoa.
So, on goal difference.
Still though.
Oh
They're
my
off the ball.
lord!
And 2 wins in a row.
Yeah.
That's the first time in a
What?
year and a half they've done that.
It's
Crazy
crazy.
shenanigans is happening in.
So who's
Shenanigans.
now bottom?
I
That's what
ain't going to say, because that's a
Oh.
question.
Okay.
Because I'm doing the quiz this week.
Ah.
And he's just seen the league table.
I haven't.
He's not, have you?
I feel like
Yeah,
I did.
I haven't got the league
I did glance, but I was not paying attention
Who is
as per
at the
usual.
bottom of the table?
Benfica beat Vitoria. Fair. We thought that would happen 3-0. They're on a run. They've been playing really well. And Sporting beat Moreirense, who was my team at the start of the season. I was like, oh, they might do well, and not so much.
No.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to hide the table from you.
Fair enough.
God damn it.
So it does mean, with last week's results, that Braga are now in 3rd place
Goodness me.
by 1 point on 63 points.
They
Porto
fell
on
off a cliff,
62.
Porto.
So obviously that makes things very interesting. Sporting are still in 1st place with a 53 goal difference,
Right.
because obviously they just absolutely mullered everyone in the first. And Benfica still on 72 points, but they have a 49 goal difference. Now, Estrela are still, with that win obviously last week, that was a big for them because that put them on 26 points. 16th is AVS on 24. Boavista on 21 on the same points as last place, but I'm not going to say who it is. No
Goodness
Googling,
me.
no Googling. Who are also on 21. So there is 5 points between 15th and 18th.
Wow.
So obviously that can change instantly. Also, there's only 3 points between the playoff spot and the 2 people in the bottom.
It's going
With
down
4
to the
games
wire.
left.
It's
That's
all
crazy.
down.
Do you know who's bottom of the table?
So like literally,
From the teams he's read
Yeah.
out, I think I know in my mind who it
so
could
like
be, but
the top 4, first and second, same points. Third and fourth, 1 point difference, and last and second last, same points,
Down to the
and
wire.
3 points from the.
That's crazy.
and then 5 points from
Wow.
It's
That's
mental.
crazy.
That's unbelievable.
What crazy happenstances is going on in La Liga Portugal?
Yeah, I think one thing we need to pick up on though is the
Although Boavista have got Sporting next, so
Fair enough. I
This
mean,
could go-
hey, if they win and it means Benfica go first and then they come out of the relegation,
Oh
that would
my
be
God.
You're getting all
crazy.
player of the week points next week if that happens.
Yeah.
I think one thing we do need to touch on is Porto have thrown this. They were up
Bro,
there
were
and
up
they
there.
have absolutely shambolically.
I would say
collapsed.
Braga at the same time have really taken a
Stepped
step.
on.
Yeah,
yeah,
agreed.
yeah.
But I would also say that
But
losing
that's good,
Sergio
though.
Coenciao is just
It's interesting though because Braga got rid of their best keeper. He came up to Ajax.
Yeah.
I did think it was a bit stupid of them because Mateus is great.
I don't
But
think their issue was ever the keeper.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I think they've managed to. I think either way, having a solid keeper is good,
Yeah,
but getting rid of them and then bringing in somebody else, they look like the same team. If anything, they've actually stepped up,
Yeah.
which is impressive.
it's forced them to make a change, and they've had to reshuffle the deck, as it were.
Yeah.
And actually, it's benefited them because they have still got their strong core of their squad.
Yeah.
They're just able to improve in certain areas.
Exactly.
Well said.
Thank you.
Turns out you can make valid arguments without swearing.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that? That is crazy.
Clearly.
Do you have anything else you wanna
Valid's a
say?
strong word as well.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say? Or should we move on?
Valid crash out.
I'm about to crash out.
Oh, he's
I've
going
got,
to crash out so hard.
I need sleep. I nearly slipped there. Oh, that was careful. Are we finished? Or are
We're finished, yeah.
We're finished.
We're
yeah?
done.
Players of the week time. Ooh. Has anyone got a goalkeeper that they're particularly
I need to look
passionate
at my
about?
players first of all.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first then?
Andrew, same name as my dad. That's actually his last name though. Is it? No, he's Brazilian. It's just literally just Andrew.
as
Andrew.
usual.
6 saves and a clean sheet in a 3-0 win against Nacional.
Fair play.
Nice. Noppert for Herenveen. We've only got 2 games to choose from. 2 saves and an assist against Almere.
Also, XG faced of 1.21. Didn't
Jesus.
concede.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Joan Garcia made a total of 4 saves, picked up an 8.8 rating, his 3rd man of the match in the row in a 1-0 victory against Getafe for Espanyol.
Nice.
That's crazy.
I'm going to go with Finn Darman of Augsburg fame. Kept a clean sheet against Frankfurt, who are obviously 3rd place in the Bundesliga at the moment, saving an XG of 1.44 and getting man of the match.
Nice. Let me just check the XG
Who
from.
does Finn Darman play for again?
He plays for Augsburg, who are a kind of mid-table
Let me just
team.
quickly check my XG from my
Well, actually, I didn't really say how many saves he made, did I?
because my keeper got an assist, but I don't know about this.
Can I say my team
did
are
he
in
give
XG
Four,
faced
four
0.8.
saves. 4 saves.
Can I
for
say
Darman.
my team are in 14th and they beat 13th?
Mine's in 12th, and they beat 13th. Oh, wow!
Mine's in 10th, but they beat 3rd.
I mean, my keeper got an assist,
Oh, no, they're 13th.
Yeah,
and they won
no.
2-1.
No,
Oh,
they're,
but it's not
they're
clean sheet.
13th, and they beat 12th. I got it wrong.
Yeah, so pretty similar.
Yeah. Mine's the only one to keep a clean sheet and get man of the match, and then beat a team in the top 3.
He got an assist.
Yeah, but he
what-
didn't keep a clean sheet.
They won 2-1
Yeah.
from his assist.
Was it the winning goal?
It was 1-1.
Oh, yeah. Jamie.
No, sorry, they were losing, and it was 1-1, and he got the assist for the winner.
Yeah. I'm going to go Jamie there.
Oh, I don't know. I want to vote Henry.
Who you
Why,
voting
thank
for?
you. I will vote for Lloyd.
That's such bullshit, though.
So who's
No,
Jamie?
no,
So
no,
wait,
that's
so,
bollocks.
so what's...
Oh, wait. If you pick me,
Then everyone's on one.
Then everyone's on
we'll
one.
get-
It
we'll
will
get
go down
Rooster
to
vote,
Rooster,
yeah.
yeah.
do
It
it.
is, to be fair, I'm going to do it because it's so tight between all
Yeah,
of us,
yeah,
to be
yeah,
fair.
fair.
I'm going to go, yeah. So it's down to you.
Go on, Reece.
Producer Reese.
Jamie!
Fair enough.
Jamie does end up with it in the end.
It was pretty, I'd say it's pretty even between everyone.
I think that's the tightest one we've ever had in
Yeah.
terms
Yeah.
of between all of us. Everyone's done pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool. So the goalkeeper point does go to Jamie. Congrats to Jamie. Let's move on to, excuse me, the defender. Had a little hiccup there. Let's move on. Who wants to go first with the defender?
You go first.
I'm going to go first, am
Yeah,
I?
you go first.
I'm actually going to go with quite a weak shout. Or am I? Am I going to go with a weak shout?
Bro, this
I am
should
gonna go with a
be
weak shout.
sorted
There's not been that many
before-
defenders this week. So the best I've got is Rafael Guerrero of Bayern Munich fame. Obviously, that 4-0 win over Heidenheim got an assist. Was probably their best defender in that match as well. Most defensive actions, all that lovely stuff. But again, it's Heidenheim, so.
And they conceded, didn't they?
No, it was 4-0.
4-0.
So it was a clean sheet and an assist, but again, quite a weak opposition.
Fair play, fair play.
Nice.
I'm going to go for Marash Kumbula of Espanyol. He scored the only goal in the game, and as a centre-back, he won 5 out of 5 aerial duels.
Nice. Go Hormans, played right back, goal and assist against Ajax for Utrecht.
I'm going with Alvaro Carreras for Benfica against Vitoria. He scored and kept a clean sheet and scored from an XG of 0.08. Do you guys want to see the angle?
That's not bad.
You guys want to see the angle at which he scored at?
That's crazy.
That is rather
That's
impractical.
ridiculous.
I think Jamie wins again, you know.
What
Goal
was it
and an
again?
assist.
Oh, goal and
against
assist.
Ajax.
I'm going to go for
Utrecht.
Tom this time, actually.
No, it's Jamie.
I think Jamie wins.
Utrecht against Ajax 4-0 win.
It's crazy, but I do.
A goal and an assist.
That Alvaro,
Yeah, that goal was
Alvaro is
crazy.
a quality player,
Yeah.
and he's scored a fantastic goal, so I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, fair.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
I'm going Jamie.
Yeah,
Who you going for?
I voted Jamie.
You vote for me.
I'm going to go Tom.
Oh. Hello,
An
Reece.
equaliser. Producer Reese, what is your pick?
It was
Yeah.
Jamie.
I've tried to
wasn't it?
balance
it was
it out
Jamie. It was Jamie.
Damn, bro.
Midfielders time.
It is midfielders time. Do you have a midfielder you like?
I do.
Why would you say their name then?
Raphinha.
How many goals?
2 goals and an assist in a 4-3 home win against Celta Vigo. Scored the winning penalty in the last minute.
Damn.
I hate to do this to myself. I'm going to go with Miguel Rodriguez for Utrecht again. 2 goals and 2 assists.
Oh,
So I have options here.
this is painful, man. This is painful.
Thing is, I've had 2 games, but I've actually had 2 really good
You've
games.
had 2 really good games.
But I've
So
been slapped.
I'm going to go with Moura
Right.
for Porto. Because I
Yeah.
do have 2 midfielders who scored 2 goals.
Okay.
Fair.
But he scored the 2 goals to win against Famalicão whilst Porto were down to 10 men
Jesus.
That's not bad.
from midfield.
That's decent. How about you, Henry?
I'm going to go with Maximilian Arnold, who got a goal and an assist in a draw away at Mainz. Obviously, Mainz sitting pretty in 4th at the moment, and Wolfsburg in 10th.
Yeah.
Solid, but probably not Raphinha.
Yeah.
But 2 goals and an assist, right?
I got 2 goals and
assists.
assists, and he got 2 goals, 2 assists.
So you got 2 goals and an assist.
Yeah.
You got 2 goals, 2 assists.
Including a winning penalty, to be fair.
So Raphinha was against Celta
Raphinha's is
Vigo.
more impressive. But it was a penalty.
But under
Yeah.
pressure,
How many
Yeah,
penalties
true.
for
Title.
your guy, Jamie?
No penalty.
Who was it?
Rodriguez.
Against?
Ajax.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Well, I mean, I
literally
know who
top
I'm
of the league.
voting
That feels
for.
more impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to vote for Jamie anyway.
Yeah,
honestly.
it does feel more impressive.
But
You
he's
can't
just had a.
let him
He's,
have a
I've just had a
clean
really
sweep,
good week.
He's
Like,
going to have a clean sweep, though.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
no, I don't think
You'll
striker.
wait.
I don't think
Wait
a
and
striker
see.
going to win. To be fair,
I got a good one.
yeah.
I've
You're
got
waiting
an
to see.
okay
I've got a stat that could be interesting
Go on
for
then.
the strikers.
Oh, okay.
We'll wait in a minute.
What's your vote going to be?
I'm gonna have to go Lloyd.
Yeah, I voted Jamie.
Yeah.
Lloyd, to keep things interesting.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? I was going to do that.
I'm gonna go back to producer.
No, because like it was, they were 3-1 down.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
This is the thing. It's a 4-0 win. That's 3-1. It's close.
Yeah.
3-1 down.
Yeah. I'm on
Yeah.
4-3. Yeah. I'm going to go
4-3.
Raphinha.
Okay.
An interesting
enough.
stat for striker.
Yeah.
So we're going.
I'm unlucky to miss out on it, but I think
Yeah, you are.
yeah.
You are.
2 goals and 2
Agreed.
assists.
It's the
crazy
fact
at top
that
of the
he
league.
actually took that game by the scruff of the neck and won the
won it.
game.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
the thing. I think because they kind of just clean sweeped it.
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah.
So
Who wants to go first?
Cool.
You go first,
Oh,
you go.
yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
Right. Okay. Do you want to go?
No, you go.
No. Okay. Right.
Good.
My player is Borja Iglesias.
Oh,
He
yeah.
scored the hat trick in the game. Do you have a guess how old I was the last time a player scored a hat trick away from home against Barcelona in La Liga?
Not born.
3.
I was 30 days old
Wow.
when it last happened. Diego Forlan in 2005
Lord.
Good stat.
for Villarreal.
But that's not going to give you
Quite
points.
impressive.
No.
Why that is 20 years ago, right?
But they did
almost
lose.
20 years ago. They did lose, but he's the first man to do that
It is a hat trick.
It is a hat trick.
It is a hat trick.
away from home against
no,
Barca.
no penalties.
No
But-
penalties.
That's crazy.
They didn't win.
No, they didn't win.
I
But that's not down
Sorry,
to
I'm gonna throw with this. I'm just going for the good feelings. I'm not gonna win it. But Sebastian Haller course, scoring. Used to play for Ajax. Got a great reception from the Ajax fans when he scored.
Yeah.
Deserves an inclusion in this.
Yeah,
in this
he
section.
scored 0.4 xg. It was a great goal, to be fair. Good finish, but yeah, just deserves a mention. And of course, it's a header because it's Sebastian Haller.
Yeah,
What do you expect?
100%. Who's next?
This seems unfair. I've just looked across at what Tom has said.
I'm guessing it's a certain Sporting striker. No?
Yeah.
The problem I have is that it's from 2 weeks ago.
No, it's not. It's from literally this weekend.
Then how come there's another game
Because
after?
a game was played yesterday as well.
They
Yeah.
played yesterday.
I can add more goals if you want.
No.
I asked you to remove goals.
No.
Should I add more goals? Do you want me to add more?
Let's not.
Because you got a goal
I
assist
shall-
yesterday
I
as
shall-
well.
Stop.
Because I can
Stop the
make it more.
count. No, we want to make it less if possible.
If anything, that should count, right?
I'll throw my guy's name into the ring as well. Lucas Holler, at 30 years of age, from an XG of 0.56, scored a brace, including the winner for Freiburg against Hoffenheim, forcing them into 5th place and a point behind RB Leipzig on this Champions League hunt.
Nice.
Nice. Can I go now?
Let's hear it.
So,
Please tell me it's 3, not 4.
Gyökeres scored 3
Okay.
on Friday, all outside of the box from an XG of 0.6.
I did see all of his goals. to be
Yeah,
fair.
they were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Absolute corkers. All of them on the... If you're facing the goal on the right hand side
Right.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
As well as weak foot as well.
Yeah.
He hit all three with his weak foot.
He also did score an assist yesterday in a 2-1 win in the league.
But that's not.
No, that's not
Counting.
going to count towards it. But I'm voting for Gyökeres.
Yeah.
This has not happened for almost 20 years, guys.
Lloyd.
20 years. I am going to vote for Tom, obviously, because I have to. But this has not happened for
it goes down to
20
producer.
years.
I think it goes down to the producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Producer
20
Reese.
Almost 20 years.
What you got?
Yeah, I would go with you, but I like how you've found that stat.
Bullshit. No.
That's wrong.
I've got 4 goals and an assist in 2 games.
That's crazy.
But we're not counting the second game. Why do you keep on counting the second game for?
So that is...
He's made his call. He's made his call.
The stat alone won it for me.
The
Brother,
stat-
I'm doing the quiz this week.
Diego
he can
Forlan.
have the point in the quiz.
No,
I have got a
Diego
point.
Forlan
I'm doing the quiz.
was the last person.
So...
Sticking with my-
Right. Thank you.
I like the fact you
So
didn't get pressured
I'm
into it.
happy
Well done.
that you now know how it feels to have a
done.
Patrick player that doesn't get picked.
No, but
so
it was
now
against
that we
another
can
hat-trick
try
player,
and
that's
be,
different.
so now we can
No,
try.
but that's fair enough. You're just being a
Now we can try and be a bit more
P-word.
fair on it.
Yeah.
Why is he tapping your knee?
I'm trying to convey my feeling.
Considering
on-
how
Why is
many
it like-
times you've punched
It's
me
like
this
when,
podcast.
what is it, Jamie
I was gonna
Carragher
say,
on
yeah.
you're very.
Bit touchy there.
I noticed how you covered up your private parts there.
Oh,
That was
That was an accident.
uh-oh.
Whiteboard time.
quiz time. Henry, I'm not letting you intro it because you're a knob. Oh, you punched me again.
Oh,
Stop hitting me.
I
I did it.
such a knob jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Well,
Sorry,
if you
I
hit
didn't
me, I'll hit you
disagree
back.
then.
Oh, I hit you hard earlier.
Oh, my
Mate,
God.
you've been hitting me all podcast.
I can't lie, you have. Well,
Let's
there we
do
go.
the quiz. Come on.
So, Joel Robles is Estoril's keeper, but what was the club he played in the Prem for?
Say that again.
Oh my
I
god,
was
my
too busy
pen
fuming.
doesn't work.
Joel Robles.
Isn't there more than one
Sorry.
club he's
Estoril's
played
keeper.
for?
My pen's not working.
Doesn't matter.
I could have sworn he's played for more than one Prem club.
I'm gonna have to say
Pick
my
one.
team.
Oh, I swear. If this is the wrong answer.
I'm gonna. Have
He
to
has,
say
but I don't know if he played for one of the clubs in the
Well,
championship.
no, he's
or-
played for more than one, surely.
It's the club he played for when he was in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's got to be this one then.
Okay.
Three,
Three,
two, one.
I've written Everton. I have written Everton, but you can't see it.
The answer's Leeds.
He played for Everton. in the
He played for
Prem.
Everton as well.
Excuse me.
Joel Robles is.
Can we get a fact check behind the
Yeah,
scenes, please?
hang on.
He has played for Everton as well.
Played for both.
Okay, well,
Yep.
Lenny, that's
Yeah.
on you.
Yep.
That's all right then.
Yeah. My
He
pen's
did play
not
for
gonna
Leeds. I'm
work.
pretty sure he
Because
played
I
for
was
Leeds in the
trying to
championship,
think-
though.
I could have, for some reason, I'm thinking he played for Wigan.
Right.
But
I knew
might
he
be
played
off
for
there.
Leeds. I thought he was at Leeds in the championship.
Yeah, I knew he played for Everton. So
Let me just quickly get up my notes because I'm going to have to write it on my phone because you can't see it. My pen don't work, so here we go.
Oh man, we need to get new pens.
It's fine.
Who is bottom of the league?
Oh,
Oh, my pen.
what team was it? Well, I don't know.
I bet he's looked at my phone.
Who's looked at your phone?
If he gets it right, 100% that's what I said.
Yeah.
I feel like it's either
No,
the
it's just a
same-
good guess.
You ready?
Oh, I hope
Yep.
it's not. I hope
3,
I'm right.
2, 1.
I've gone for
Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Straight
Show
at
the
Andorra.
I've gone for Ferenc.
Bro, didn't I just say
Yeah.
Estoril were literally the place out of relegation zone?
Yep.
Is it this one?
It's Ferenc, yeah.
It's Ferenc.
Yes.
Oh, I thought they were doing well this season.
Come
Damn.
on. Not getting the forfeit this month, Joe.
I genuinely.
You can't see what I've written, but
I was in a bit of trouble one week. I've done well.
Who came second in the league phase of the Conference League after Chelsea? Obviously a Portuguese side.
Oh.
I can see,
What
Ronnie, I
teams
can
are
see
in the-
Ronnie's quizzitive face out there as well.
What teams are in the competition?
They might still be in the competition, I think.
No, I don't
Nope.
think they are.
No?
There's two.
No, they got knocked out last one.
Is it? Oh, I don't know.
I think I'm wrong here, actually, but I'm
There's
gonna-
two. And we're thinking of the same two.
I'm gonna. This is a.
But which one have you
this
picked?
is-
What's the
Blimey, this is a
question?
long name. I don't even know if they're in European football or not. I might have butchered it.
3, 2, 1.
Braga.
I went for Vittoria.
Lloyd's right.
Yes!
Damn it.
Come on!
This is why you didn't need to give him the
Come
points,
on!
Reece.
There we go.
I realised
This is why I
it was
didn't need to
gonna
give him
be-
the points, because now I'm on 0 and he's on like 5 this week.
Get in there.
Fantastic.
Joke.
Right. How many points for the quiz this week, Lloyd?
2.
Prague was.
Oh no, no, no.
3.
Oh, 3
Yeah.
for the quiz, 2 for the players.
Yeah.
Prague was Europa League.
Get
Yeah.
in.
Just clocked.
Come on.
Jamie, how many points did you get for the quiz this week?
2.
Tom, how many points did you get for the quiz this week?
I'm still rubbing it off.
No answer.
I got one.
They were so long.
Fantastic. Cool. And that is all we've got time for this week
I'm
on
really angry.
The Purple Show. I am going to kill you after this.
I'm so happy I caught that. Because he whispered it, didn't think he'd heard it.
I lost control of my senses because you are a knob jockey.
But you keep
Um,
punching me, so I'm going to punch
You
you
punched
back.
me harder.
It was deserved.
You
I was
get-
giving
if
you
he
back.
punches me 10 times,
Now,
You
children.
get one punch
you get
back.
one big
down.
punch back.
It's true.
Yeah, and it hurt a lot.
Then you swore.
Bro, you're
Oh
so...
man!
You are
Can we-
lining up for a
wrap it up.
thumping.
Wrap it up. Come on, wrap it up.
You're
Anyway.
lining up for a thumping. And
Wrap
you know
it up.
He's going to get tomped.
Let's go. Right. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a comment down below what you want us to cover next week. And we'll catch you next time on The Purple Show here on the Blue Podcast Network.